Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there on 20 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Panthers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
19 tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready, ready, ready.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Quick throw complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 84 yards. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL. They don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. We saw plenty of throws like those in the swamp last fall. It's a first down for the rookie from Florida.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And a short gain here down to the 22. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
2 yards on the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. They can repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scalaboo.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
14 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own.
Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Okay, ready?
From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 6.
Back to throw here. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So nothing doing there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5.
Ready? 1960 Eagles, go!
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
That's good for a
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Viking 18. Ready, right?
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Able to slither by.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout.
Warriors 17. Panther 11.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here is 3rd and 5.
He'll drop to throw.
He's in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Second and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. call it 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And that will force a turnover on downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A give running right. It's Hubbard.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Now back to throw.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Viking 18. 70 Lions.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Let's go now. 19, 12, 60, 79, 18, 5.
They're going to look to throw.
We'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. Down the sideline he goes.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe you can take things off after a big effort.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, Don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Ready?
They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Panthers could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Giants 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no thought of bringing this one out. We'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. And it's caught. And they will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Theo Johnson from 17 yards out.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's complete to Sanders. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
70 Rangers. Here we go. Here we go. Forward. Not saying 19. 19.
Back to throw.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's another Panthers first
79.
down.
Hey.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer. Ready, ready.
Right back to Hubbard.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible.
Oh, no, lost the football. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
60 Bobcat.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tucker Kraft.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35.
And he gets this one down to the 24.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's 1st and goal. Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
2nd and 3.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Get it!
To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. With that last completion, a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Hubbard.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So a win here for the Panthers, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, and he did it with both his arm and his legs. You talk about a dual threat. How about this headline? 2 touchdowns passing, 2 more rushing. They just couldn't find a way to slow him down.
So for the Panthers,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.